Let's get down to business to review the books. Bum-ba-dum-ba-da-dum. Welcome back to Quick Review Corner, where I take a story and try to explain it to you in under 2 minutes. It's kind of like the Spark Notes of Spark Notes. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed my first attempt at this, and I can only imagine these will get more entertaining as we go. Today I'll be talking about More Than This by Patrick Ness, which we just read in our book club, which you can join in the link below, and we also analysed a little further in a chat you can find in the card up above. There will be spoilers ahead, so are you ready? Let's go. Seth wakes up in his childhood home covered in medical bandages with no idea of how he got there. The town is abandoned and run down, and his house is completely empty and covered in dust, except for one black coffin that sits in his room. There is also a prison behind his house. That is important. Of course, like any logical person, Seth assumes that he's dead and most likely in hell. He also assumes that this is a figment of his imagination, or he at least has some control over the world that he is in. Each time Seth falls asleep, he has dreams, or more like memories, of his life. Through that, we learn that Seth committed suicide after several events occurred at once. After days of living off canned food found in the abandoned supermarket and exploring the world around him, he discovers two real alive people are also there with him, Regine and Tommy. Regine and Tommy swear they're real people and that Seth is in fact not in control of this world, but he doesn't believe them 100%. When he first meets them, he also has an encounter with the driver, a faceless person who drives a black van and takes anyone he finds back to the prison. They work together and soon find out how each of them died. Regine points out that each of them hit their head in the exact same spot when they died, and Seth can't help but think that that's related to A, the coffin, and B, the prison. Seth does a solo mission to the prison where he discovers a ton of other coffins that are all linked up with someone inside them. After being rescued again by Regine and Tommy, they discover that everyone is basically hooked up to the Matrix. The real world was dying and the human race wanted to live on, so what better solution than to start again a virtual but not virtual world? They also discover that they can alter memory slightly in the program, which leads Seth to discover that his younger brother is in fact dead in the real world. Seth decides he wants to try and go back into the program and see if he can change anything, including stopping himself from dying. He doesn't know if it's possible, and there's a strong chance that he'll actually die in the real world this time round. But he tries anyway. Patrick Ness's writing has a way of having the reader question one's own reality around themselves as they're reading it. His world building is intricate, yet not overwhelming, and the way he lays out the stories really helps build the tension as you go. I hope you enjoyed this episode of Quick Review Corner. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel and give this video a thumbs up. If there are any other stories you wish me to attempt, let me know in the comments down below. They don't have to just be books, they can be movies, video games, even comic books if you so choose. But for now, follow us on our social media, link below, join our book club where we are currently reading Catching Taylor Crow, buy a copy of I Love You More Than for a friend or loved one, or just simply let a friend know we exist. Have a lovely day. Solo then does a Seth mission?